Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you guys my Necroz deck profile for March 2017. This deck has, been a long time since it was last in the spotlight, but I thought I'd bring you guys an update to the deck. This is more of a pure version. I know I've seen versions of this deck lately where people try to mix in kaijus, Zodiacs, and a bunch of other stuff just to, speed up the pace, but you know me, I'm all about that pure deck profile when it comes to it. But like I said, let's go ahead and dive right in because I see the potential in this deck a lot with the upcoming Link summing, since ritual monsters will have their time to shine. For now, we have one Nekroz of Bryonic. This guy's at 1, sadly, on the ban list, so hopefully we'll see a change there to make this deck a little stronger. The effect is you ritual summon it using one of your Nekroz cards, of course, and the other effect is you can discard this card to search for a Nekroz monster, so he's your searcher of the deck, and his other effect allows you to target up to 2 face-up monsters on the field that are special summoned from the extra deck and shuffle them into the deck. So it's a pretty good ritual monster to summon off, like I said. The search effect is also pretty required for the deck. Also, 3 Nekroz of Clazolis. This is your other searcher. This one searches for your Nekroz spell cards. So you have access to your ritual monsters also for the spells. Kaleidoscope, Mirror, Cycle, whichever one you want to search. And he also has a other one that targets and makes the monster's attack 0 and also negates their effects when he's the ritual monster on the field. And also 1 Nekroz Unicorn. This card's also at 1, but it's also one of the best and easiest to get out. Most of the time you use Nekroz Kaleidoscope to summon this guy, and with it, as long as he's on the field, the effects of monsters special summoned from the extra deck are negated. So you have a pretty strong monster on the field, brought out easily with a 1-card Kaleidoscope, because most of the time you'll send basically Herald of the Arclight, your ritual monster, to get him off, so you can get a search also with him. Sadly, also 1 just like Bryonic. Also 2 Nekroz Decisive Armor. This is your, oops, sorry about that. This is like a 10k plus attack unit. You can ritual summon it, but you can also, it's mostly used for the effect of during either player's turn, you can target 1 set card and destroy it. That's the monster effect with the ritual, but the other one is you can drop this card to have your monster gain 1000 attack when it attacks. So, yeah, like I said, you can get over big monsters with this card just for the ditch and have them attack over things that can be a little pesky to, deal with. And then 1 Nekroz of Trishula. This is basically your powerhouse of the deck, allowing for basically the same effect of Trishula, except you have to have the 1 in each hand. So you have to have a card in the hand, field, and graveyard to get the banish off, and you have to use 2 different monsters to summon him. So most of the time, you get this combo off by discarding both Brio and Clazolis, having the 9 in the graveyard, and then using your Nekroz Mirror to summon this monster out. That's your big play, and the other time he helps just protect as another hand trap in the hand for protecting your monsters. And then probably the most important is Nekroz of Valkyris, just because this guy helps during the battle phase with plays. Basically, you can use him as a hand trap to end the battle phase with the attacks of your opponent's monsters. He's also good for recycling cards when he's used on the field by attributing monsters to draw. Also 2900 attack, really cool, really good there. And then lastly, for the ritual monsters, 1 Nekroz of Gungnir. Just a final tech. During either player's turn, you can discard this card and target 1 Nekroz monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects this turn. And during either player's turn, you can discard 1 Nekroz card to target 1 card on the field and destroy it. That's the monster effect. Once again, just like another easy ritual summon to get off using this card, and then either having the protection effect like you would with Trishula, or that pop effect that it has while on the field. And then for your non-Nekroz monsters, I run 3 Manju. This is just a ritual or spell searcher for the deck, so you can get what you need for your plays. The Nekroz monsters take up your special summon, so you rely on Manju and Senju for your normal summon searches. Senju searches just ritual monster. Manju has the better search, but with Senju you can search out Clazolis and then get your spell also if you need to. And then I like to run just 1 Dance Princess of the Ice Barrier. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects in response to the activation of Nekroz ritual spell cards. And Nekroz ritual monsters you control cannot be targeted by an opponent's card effect, and if this card is tributed by a card effect, you can target one of your banished Nekroz monsters except for Dance Princess and add it to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. So after you use the Nekroz mirror with your Brio and Claws to make your Trish, you can use her to recycle back those cards. Since once they're banished, it's kind of difficult to get them back to reuse, but she helps with that situation. And I also like to run 2 Gishki Vision. Sadly, Juret is banned for the deck, and he made up all your fusion plays because he would be basically the entire tribute for the ritual summon. But Vision takes that place. Basically, you just use it since it can be counted as the whole ritual cost for a water ritual monster. Excuse me. And also 1 Deep Sea Diva to finish off the monsters. She's a tuner, which is what I also like. And she can also special summon out Vision to have your cost on the field to use for your Nekroz. And now moving on to spells, I run 3 Nekroz Kaleidoscope. This card is probably your best of the ritual spells, just because it allows you to use monsters from your extra deck also to summon out your Nekroz monsters. So like I said, you can use either your Arclight, or you have other options as well just to go for your big summons. Some of the monsters you can even get out 2 at a time. Like if you use Star Eater, you can get out a 4 and a 7, or 3 and an 8. You have a lot of different combos to go off of. Clausulus, Valk, Gungnir, and Unicorn. It's really cool. And then like all of the Necross spell cards, if you have control no monsters, you can banish this card and 1 Necross monster from your graveyard to add a Necross spell from your deck to your hand. So you have search options also. And then also I have 3 Nekroz Mirror for now. I wanted to run 1 cycle as well, but for the life of me I couldn't remember where I put my 1 cycle, so the combo would be 2 mirror and 1 cycle. But mirror allows you to basically banish ones from your graveyard also for the play to ritual summon, and it also has the same banish effect to search. And cycle allows you to summon your Nekroz monsters from your graveyard using cards you control or in your hand for tribute. So you have a lot of different combo plays to go off of. Also 1 Preparation of Rites just to reuse and search basically your ritual spell and monsters. And I also like 2 Instant Fusions. This is for your Norden and your Theseus plays for Synchro Summons and Xyz Summons. 1 Reinforcements to the Army to grab your Warrior Monster, which is basically the Clausulus for search. 1 Foolish Burial just to get needed monsters in the graveyard. And 3 Twin Twister. Once again, preference if you want to use MST, go ahead and use that. But graveyard plays are pretty also essential in this deck. And back row screws up a lot of your summons also, unless you have, what did I say her name? Dance Princess on the field. But this really does help just to clear up that pesky back row. And also 1 Upstart just to make the deck down to 39 cards. And 1 Regeki to finish off the spells. And for traps, I like to run 1 Bottomless and 1 Torrential Tribute just to keep the trap count low. If you want to run Strike and Warning, you can do that as well. I'm a big fan of Torrential just because it'll destroy my monsters, but I get to reuse them also and just take care of a lot of my opponent's pesky ones, and Bottomless is pretty much a key staple in a lot of decks now. And then for the extra deck, like I said, the Synchro monsters, some of them are used for the cost for Kaleidoscope. Arclight is one of those just because you have a search that goes off using this card. You can grab basically 1 ritual monster or ritual spell when you send it with Kaleidoscope. I would run 2, I just sadly only have 1, can't find where my other one went at the moment. Clausulus Synchro is used for the Clausulus ritual with Kaleidoscope. Star Eater, it's a level 11, so you have a lot of different combos to go off of when you use Kaleidoscope in this card. You can ritual summon Valkyris and Clausulus, you can ritual summon basically a lot of different back and forths with this. You can go Unicorn and Gungnir options with this card. And then also 1 Red Nova Dragon. Actually, I think if I remember correctly, some of them require 2 different monsters also, so I'm not sure if that exact combo will work. I know that Trish requires 2 different monsters, but it's been a while since I played this deck. Must be ritual summon without using any level A monsters. It cannot be special summon. without using, okay, so as long as you don't use level 8 monster, you'll be able to make this card. So that combo play can go off. Same for Red Nova Dragon. Once again, just more different combo searches there. Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, Stardust Charge Warrior, and Trishula are actual ritual monsters that I use for this use. I use Theseus, and I have Deep Sea Diva in the deck, so synchro plays are possible. And then for rank 4s, I run 1 Cowboy, 1 Dark Rebellion, 1 Castel, 1 number 101, and 1 Abyss Dweller, along with 1 Degasso Morale for recycle power. Rank 4s are the easiest ones to make with this deck. You just have, Unicore, Manju, Senju, all your good plays there. And then for the instant fusion targets, 1 Theseus for more synchro plays, and 1 Norden for more Exceed plays. But yeah, that's it for the whole deck. I hope you all enjoyed the deck profile. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and Kira Twig out.